Here it is. Here is the LSJ late review I've been promising for a couple of reviews now. It's that 90s crime movie I said I was going to do. Here it is, finally, it's arrived. Red Rock West. So Red Rock West is directed by John Dahl, co-written by John Dahl and his brother Rick. It stars Nicolas Cage, Dennis Hopper, Lara Flynn Boyle, J.T. Walsh and Timothy Carhart. If you don't know Timothy Carhart, Google him. You've seen his face. He usually plays some kind of snide official douchebag. Bit of a different role for him in this one. So the gist of this flick is Nicolas Cage, who plays Mike, the guy named Michael, down on his luck. And he has an injury from when he was in the Marines. He's down on his luck. He can't really get work. He's too honest to say to leave out the fact that his leg's fucked, and that stops him from getting work. And he's down to his last $5. Some guy said, "Hey, why don't you try Red Rock? You'll probably get some work down there." So he goes to Red Rock in Wyoming, and he gets a job all right. It's not the job he thought. He thought he was getting offered a job bartending bar. At this point, he'll take any job. He really needs the cash. Instead, the owner of the bar gives him $5,000 and says, "You get the rest when you kill my wife." And you're just like, whoa, what? And from there, you have a movie about this guy who always tries to do the right thing, stuck in this really bad situation. The wife is played by Lara Flynn Boyle. The husband is J.T. Walsh. The hitman that is supposed to be doing the hit is played by Dennis Hopper. It's a bit of a tangled web of a movie. There are so many twists and turns that kept me on my toes. That's rare for old movies, because usually if it's an old movie, you might have heard things about it, or seen parodies of twists and things from done in other movies and stuff. The good thing is I didn't know anything about this movie going in, except what I saw in the trailer. And the movie, oh man, just the really out of left field twists and turns. I just really appreciated these things. I'm not even going to spoil them. I know this movie's 27 years old, but this is a hidden gem, a real hidden gem of a movie, and I don't think a lot of you have seen it. I hadn't even heard of it, so maybe a lot of you haven't heard of this movie as well. It's a small cast, but that's good because it focuses a lot on the characters. You don't always know their motivations, but they're always interesting. You kind of know what kind of man Michael is. He's a good man. He always does the right thing, even though it hasn't quite worked out for him because he was down to his last $5. And just the twists and turns and the shit that happens in this movie, you root for him, you're behind him nearly every step of the way, and oh man, I see. I want to talk about all the things that happens, but I won't. This is going to be spoiler free as much as I can possibly make it because I want everyone to watch this movie. For some people, a lot of these twists might seem a little too crazy and over the top, especially the tone of the movie from the start. Kind of moves at a steady clip, but has this kind of real serious, down on your luck kind of vibe. And some of these twists are a little over the top and crazy, but they work. They work so well because the movie's so wonderfully acted. You like the characters, and you're just like, holy fuck. How are they going to get out of this mess? What's going to happen next? Felt like that for the entire flick. My wife and I just absolutely loved every second of it. I liked the music, the characters, the story, the twists and turns, the ending. Oh, it stuck the landing, so that's what you want. Like, you're just like, all right, this movie's good. I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this. But you always got that part of your brain going, can they stick the landing? Will it end well? Yeah, I really like the ending to this too. It's a fantastic flick. One I wish I'd heard of sooner, so I could have been recommending this movie for fucking years and years. Hey, you ever seen Red Rock West? You should try that, check that out. Well, here's me making up for that, because now I've heard of it, now I've seen it, and now I'm recommending it. Because Red Rock West gets a 9 out of 10. It's a fucking fantastic movie. Seek it out. It's an hour and a half or just over, and it moves at a steady clip. You can't go wrong for 90 minutes. It's like the perfect length for a movie. And this movie uses its runtime wonderfully. I know, I always bang on about a movie's length, but sometimes a movie's so good, you're just like, if they should have put another 20 minutes in this. That would have been cool. Because sometimes you never want the story to end. You want to keep watching it. And if a movie can do that, it's done its job. 7 or 9 out of 10. It's a hidden gem that hopefully isn't so hidden now because of this review. Watch it. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. Let me know if you enjoyed it or not. And give me a like, dislike, share and subscribe. All that jazz. I don't even know what my next movie is going to be. I'll find out. I've learned my lesson. Don't promise and tease movies that are going to be the next review when they're going to be like way down the line. It happens. Let's stick the thing on the thing. Alright, well, we're putting you up there. Pretty damn good. I really need more John Dahl movies in my life. I think we all do.